Russia's game-changing weapon reveals another nightmare for Ukrainian soldiers. If the Fab 500 bomb becomes a nightmare for Ukrainian infantry, while Fab 1500 is known as the devil, Fab 3000 can be a game-changing weapon. Expert Anatoly Matvichuk commented that according to official information from the Russian Ministry of Defense, the country's defense industrial complex has begun assembling the new generation of heavy glide bombs Fab 3000 weighing up to 3 tons from February 2024. With the damage is much more terrible than the Fab 1500 and cannot be stopped by anti-aircraft, the Fab 3000 could be a game-changing weapon. The Fab 3000 assembly line is running day and night. According to information from the new Russian Fab 3000 Defense Cup set being produced at enterprises of the military-industrial complex, this is also the location where Russian Defense Minister General Sergei Shoigu recently visited. He investigate the production line of bombs as well as artillery shells and tank shells of many different calibers. The enterprise has increased the production of Fab 500, doubled the production of Fab 1500, and since February this year has organized mass production of Fab 3000. A statement from the Russian Ministry of Defense said that most parts of the industry Russia's defense sector is now operating around the clock with a 3K work schedule, recruiting more staff. The Russian Ministry of Defense emphasized that during this period the factory increased salary allowances and that this is one of the most powerful aviation weapons available today. They are designed to destroy many types of structures. Shelters include concrete and solid industrial facilities. This bomb weighing about 3 tons contains up to 1,400 kilograms of powerful explosives, which when dropped from a height of 12 kilometers can reach speeds of up to 1,200 kilometers per hour. Fab 3000 aviation bomb came into use after the Great Patriotic War along with 100, 250, 500, 1,500, 5,000 and 9,000 kilograms aviation bombs. At that time, super large bombs were mainly used against large naval ships, but the Fab 1500 was also used to destroy industrial facilities, dams and underground structures. It was used by the Soviet Union. Heavy weapons in the Afghanistan War, killing radius and shockwave E-3B 3000 cause any living creature within 158 m to be destroyed. Russia announces plans to use Fab 3000 and the Russian Aerospace Forces Fab 5000M was first announced in September 2022 with a test of dropping a glide bomb weighing from 5 tons from an altitude of 15 kilometers to reach a maximum speed of 1,200 kilometers per hour. The target of the Fab 5000M bomb is fortified targets both on the ground or underground, a game-changing weapon. Glider bombs are being used very effectively and help limit damage to aircraft and pilots. It was the glide bombs that prevented Kiev's counterattack last year. Besides, the West believes that Ukraine's poorly equipped air defense cannot effectively deal with this type of Russian weapon. Meanwhile, military expert Anatoly Matvichuk commented on the start of mass production of the Fab 3000. He especially emphasized the power of Russian aviation bombs and the consequences it can cause when used in combat. Ukrainian market. According to him, Fab 3000 could be the end of Ukraine's infantry. If Fab 500 becomes a nightmare for Ukrainian infantry and Fab 1500 is known as the devil, then Fab 3000 will be the end of Ukraine. Ukrainian soldiers. Incite nothing can stop this weapon. Expert Anatoly Matvichuk evaluated and emphasized that the 3-ton bomb has a high explosive power that can flatten all obstacles, even underground concrete structures. Shared the same opinion, Mr. Justin Bronk, senior researcher at the Royal United Services Institute think tank in London. He told CNN that Russia already possesses a huge arsenal of weapons, including many types of weapons with very destructive power. Terrible. When used on the battlefield they caused significant casualties to the Ukrainian army. According to Mr. Justin Bronk, glide bombs have helped Russia utilize its tactical air force more effectively with a drop range of 60 to 120 kilometers from the target. Ukraine has very few anti-aircraft weapons that can threaten Russian bombers. The Patriot missile system donated by the US has a range that can threaten Russian aircraft, but Ukraine does not possess much. Previously, former Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Yuri Ignat, when talking about the dangers of glide bombs, admitted that our air defense force is getting stronger but is still not enough. Russia's goal is not just to attack air defenses. Our front-line positions but also aimed at command posts, logistics bases, and ammunition depots located deep inside the defense line with high-precision weapons when performing multi-role Su-34 and Su-35 fighter missions without flying close to the target. As for the glide bombs themselves, Ukraine basically has no means to stop them. If we can add long-range air defense forces, we can shoot down these fighters at longer distances. Grandfather President Putin first announced Na has successfully researched, developed, and put into service unique weapons in the world. The following are some weapons among which the Ava's intercontinental ballistic missile can travel at high speed. Hypersonic 27M means flying 27 times faster than the speed of sound, can carry many nuclear warheads with extremely powerful destructive power equivalent to 2 million tons of TNT explosives. More specifically, it continuously changing flight direction and altitude while moving through the atmosphere makes any existing enemy missile interception system potentially useless. The Kinzhal supersonic tactical campaign missile can fly at super speeds projectiles up to 20 m equipped with conventional or nuclear warheads. This type of missile was used by Russia to attack and destroy important military targets in Ukraine during the special military campaign. The Zircon hypersonic missile is considered a unique anti-ship weapon in the world. According to experts, only 4 Russian Zircon missiles are enough to attack and destroy the most modern aircraft carrier cluster in the world. The Burevestnik nuclear-powered cruise missile has extremely strong thrust. The range is thousands of times greater than the range of America's most modern Tomahawk cruise missile, completely capable of avoiding all existing missile and air defense interception systems in the world. Surrogate unmanned submarine V is equipped with a nuclear engine that can dive to a depth of several hundred meters that no other submarine in the world can reach. It can travel over global distances at speeds many times faster than submarines. Existing DOT can be used to attack and destroy aircraft carriers, warships, submarines, and enemy coastal infrastructure. Avangard hypersonic flying weapon releases a beam of light warheads flying at a speed of 300,000 km per second, has the ability to blind, deafen, or even destroy any flying device, including satellites flying in space, of the enemy. According to President Putin, these are unique weapons in the world. It will be 10 to 15 years before someone can own similar weapons, but by then Russia will develop advanced weapons. Further progress. So what kind of weapon is it? According to military technology analysts, Russia can successfully develop a new type of principal weapon called quantum weapon or anti-gravity weapon. This type of weapon, when used, will not cause terrible devastating effects like nuclear weapons, but will only neutralize all existing weapons in the military equipment of countries around the world. With nuclear weapons can prevent future nuclear wars. According to President Putin, Russia's most modern weapons are not aimed at attacking any country but only to protect Russia's national security and maintain international peace and security. In 2002, the U.S. unilaterally withdrew from the indefinitely valid Missile Defense Treaty signed with the Soviet Union in 1972 to pursue its ambition of building a global missile interception system to neutralize Russia's strategic nuclear missile potential. To realize that ambition, the United States has deployed the construction of missile interception systems in Europe, Japan, and South Korea to intercept Russia's existing strategic nuclear ballistic missiles with Russian hypersonic weapons, completely capable of disabling U.S. missile interception systems.